RSPB Scotland challenges wind farms. A Scottish wildlife charity has lodged a legal challenge against the consent granted to 4 major offshore wind farm projects. RSPB Scotland is challenging the developments in the Firth of Forth and Firth of Tay. Scottish ministers approved the Inchcape, Neart, Gaoithe and Seagreen Alpha and Bravo projects in October. Industry body Scottish Renewables described the legal challenge as really disappointing. The 4 projects could comprise more than 400 turbines and generate more than 2.2 gigawatts of power, enough to power more than 1.4 million homes every year. Consent was given to the 4 developments under strict conditions to mitigate any potential environmental impact, and backing was given by environmental groups including Friends of the Earth Scotland. However, a spokesman for RSPB Scotland said the approved projects could have serious implications for wildlife in the area. Taking a stand. He said, "We have not taken this decision lightly, but having given serious consideration to these decisions to grant consent, we have decided to take legal action." RSPB Scotland has a proven track record of taking a stand for nature, on behalf of our members and the general public, to ensure that wildlife and the natural environment is properly safeguarded for the future. If these decisions are allowed to stand, they could have serious implications for how birds and important wildlife sites are protected across Scotland and beyond. The vast majority of renewable energy developments pose no significant threat to birds or other wildlife. RSPB Scotland continues to support the development of carefully sited and designed renewables, including offshore wind. However, individual developments must be sited to avoid significant harm. Wind turbines. RSPB Scotland fears the turbines could have serious implications for wildlife. Lindsay Leask, Senior Policy Manager at Scottish Renewables, said the challenge by RSPB Scotland was really disappointing news. She said, "Every one of these projects has been through an incredibly rigorous, detailed and independent assessment lasting anywhere between 1 and 2 years, and it now looks like there will be another lengthy examination of that process in court before they can go ahead. This new delay will make it even harder for Scotland to catch up with the rest of UK and Northern Europe, which already have a sizable offshore wind industry and supply chain supporting thousands of jobs." The irony here is that climate change is reckoned to be one of the biggest threats to Scotland's protected habitats and species. Offshore wind is a key part of the mix required for us to meet our targets for the growth of renewables and the reduction of carbon emissions. The Neart Gaoithe wind farm east of the Fife coastline would include up to 75 turbines, generating 450 megawatts of power. The Alpha and Bravo Seagreen developments combined would consist of up to 150 turbines, around 1623 miles, 27 to 38 kilometers, off the Angus coastline, and could generate 1050 megawatts. And the Inchcape development, also off the Angus coastline, will total no more than 110 turbines, generating 784 megawatts.